Good morning. It's almost noon, but it's still technically morning. Short video this weekend.
Yes.
Because my sister was here and she helped us do lots of homesteady things.
Which we did not record.
So. Yes. But we wanted to show you some of the things that we did accomplish this weekend, including what we're sitting on.
A back stairway. If you saw before, we had some sad concrete blocks that were treacherous and temporary. This is not quite a deck, but it's substantial enough to be useful. Eventually we'll stone patio neighbors out here in the back, so we have a workable backyard, but making progress.
We'll take you to some other things that we did, but I think the big thing this weekend is that we're transitioning from summer to fall.
Yep.
And we talk a lot about like what do we need to do differently next year. We'll show you the big thing that we did this week with my sister, but
always learning.
Always learning. As Peter was just saying, improving.
Picnic table.
Picnic table.
We swiveled about 15 feet this way, and now we're going to eventually have a backyard that we can use.
Yeah, we want to build a pergola here and grow some vining something, maybe grapes, maybe
we'll see.
Something, but to provide some shade and an outdoor living space. The idea is that we'll move our grill back here and have an outdoor living space that's
more inviting.
More inviting. So
as opposed to the heat sink that we have that is our concrete packed dirt. Just like
Indeed. This was the great undoing that a couple weeks ago, the big, we undid raised beds that were covered with Japanese beetles and hornworms with eggs on them and aphid eggs and squash bugs. So Peter took it all apart and raked it out, tilled it. My sister and I
planted various mums.
Well, first we spread it evenly. Yeah. She laid a path through the middle. One of the things we learned about the raised beds is that they were way too big and we couldn't reach the middle.
Access to everything, yeah.
So here, this is going to be a perennial flower garden. And my sister and I planted saffron crocus up here in the front row, which is a crocus flower with the spice saffron. It's a fancy spice that's used in a lot of Indian foods, but also Swedish baking.
Of course.
So we're excited about that. And then some chrysanthemums, and we got some ornamental grasses for the corners, but I seeded this morning some peonies and yarrow and primrose and some dragon's blood sedum.
More to follow. That's not
and bergamot.
Done yet,
so. But Peter set up a great watering system.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's going right now, misting. So it'll come on. Right now we have it set for 4 times a day. So
we're learning again about caring for these beds in ways that are helpful. Yeah. All right. I am here at the edge of the main flower bed, and we're still having things come up and flower late in the season. I'm trying to be careful. The fence is on. So I'm just cautious of where I'm standing. But we still have the purple and pink flowers down there in front of very tall African marigolds. I noticed today's Monday, Saturday, when my sister and I were caring for the flower bed, there were little beetles on them, and I thought, oh my, yet another infestation that we have to take care of. Well, it turns out that these little beetles are called goldenrod beetles, and they are a welcome pest for once in our gardens, and they eat, late in the season, they eat aphid eggs. So we are thrilled to have a bug that's actually beneficial for our flower gardens. I don't know that there's much else to say other than it's just lovely to see. There's still stuff popping up and growing. We did try this weekend basil flower tea. My basil, I planted just a couple bits here and there, and it has flowered and gone to seed and seeded other areas. So I just have random bits of basil growing up everywhere, which is lovely and smells great. And the bees are enjoying the flowers late in the season, which is good too. But we discovered, I actually took the time to make basil flower tea this weekend, and turns out that it's really tasty. So if you have basil growing in your yard, let some go to flower. Cut the flowers off the top. You can steep them, wash them well, steep them in boiling water for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how big your mug or receptacle is. Drain the flowers out and enjoy. It's like the essence of basil, but more floral, obviously. So one of the other things that my sister and I did while she was here is we dug up the potato bed. Woo, careful. And it wasn't very exciting. I mean, we got potatoes, which is good. Any potato that we dig up that actually worked is exciting. And they taste delicious. I can't tell you, I couldn't find the order. I don't know what kind they are. Yeah, I'm getting better with labeling. But what we've learned is that we really needed higher mounds to give the potatoes, because our dirt is so compact going down low. We needed to build up the potato mounds so that there was more space for the potatoes to grow. So each plant gave us 2 or 3 pretty tiny little potatoes. But this bed, in the next couple weeks, we're gonna clean it up, pull the rest of the weeds, add more compost, vermicompost, some more topsoil. And this is where the garlic, we're gonna plant the garlic this season. And hopefully we'll do as well as it did last year. But again, with the labeling, I will label well. So when I share garlic, I can tell you what it is. All right. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling. It smells like a pickle factory in here. My sister and I harvested a bunch of herbs down from the bottom of the field, and we're using the full length of our herb dryer. And this middle section is filled with dill. We had dried a couple weeks ago, I had dried sage and basil and spearmint, and it worked beautifully. So we loaded it up with more. We have oregano, sage, dill, spearmint, thyme, and then the different kinds of basil, purple basil and then regular basil. So that's the 6 levels of herbiness that we have going in here. And it took, a couple weeks to get them nice and crunchy dry. So it's pretty awesome to have spices, herbs. Talk about it.
Talk about it. Yes, I can talk. We are, as we said, moving into fall from the summertime.
Yes.
So all the transitions that we've been thinking about, what to plan in the fall, what to prep for next year, learning as we go. It's been the theme, learning from mistakes, learning from what's actually worked, and there's been quite a bit. So we're grateful for that. We're grateful for the ability to work. And today happens to be Labor Day. It means a lot of things to different people, but in this case, we're working for our own little homestead, taking a break from our normal career work and working here. So we're grateful to God for the ability to do that. And thanks for joining us. Easy day.
Easy day.